What's up guys, and welcome back to my first YouTube video in a very long time. As you can see from the title, I'm playing former FIWC Champion Mohamad al-Bacha in the semi-final of the eCopa Coca-Cola regional qualifier in Denmark. I'll try to not talk too much about what's going on your screen, because you can probably tell, but I'll just give some pointers before we get to the game. We're both playing in the diamond, or the 4-3-1-2. We have very similar teams, as you saw from the lineup here. Suarez and Hullet, Bale, Ronaldo. I have the same, but instead of Suarez I have Mateus, so some changes. But to talk a little general about the game, Bacha is a crazy offensive player. Usually when I've played him, I've played more conservative and tried to hold onto the ball a lot and let him have it, and trying to just frustrate him. But this year the game's different for me in Ultimate Team. I have to attack a lot more because it's difficult to defend. So instead I'll try to do the same as him and just score as many goals as possible. As you can actually see here, it's a great stop from Ferdinand in the defense. But as I've said, it's more about attacking in this game than it is about defending, because as you'll see, none of us were really defending too well as I did here. It's not perfect defending, so it's gonna be a lot of goals, a lot of trying to countering each other all the time with the front three. And trying to keep a lead. That's gonna be one of my keywords for this game, trying to keep the leads when I get them, because I can reveal we get a lot of goals in this game. As we see here, he takes the free kick. Luckily for me, he doesn't get anything off it. And in a few seconds we'll just skip to my first counter attack that actually goes through. And as you can see here, I received the ball with Hullet, find it to Bale. And this driven pass really isn't too good, and neither is my layoff to Ronaldo, because I did it way too soon. I didn't expect to get the ball with Bale, but I found the right solution in the end, and actually got in front 1-0. And as you could see from the gameplay, for the first 10 minutes, Bacha dominated me totally. I couldn't get out of my own half. He should have probably even scored as well, but this game turns around so quickly. And when I scored my first goal, you'll see here that suddenly everything tilts to my side of the table, if you can say it like that. And I begin getting a lot of chances here, finding some room with my Bale and Ronaldo. Get a little lucky here, but this is a great through ball, and it's Bale's right foot, so you can't really expect any goals. But you can see right away, suddenly the pressure, keeping on him, and actually getting another chance with Bale, but I finished too quickly. And for the corner kicks, I tried doing it short here, but he'll just stop it. And that's basically the story of this game. It's back and forth, and it's not as much about defending as it is about. And look at this. This is the best goal I made this entire game. Scoop turn with Ronaldo with the first touch, and I put it in the bottom corner. And at this point I'm thinking, I'm 2-0 ahead. This is a long game. I know Bacha likes to do comebacks. He's done it so many times, including the final in 2016. So I'm not really going to go into a defensive mode and trying to see out this game, because when I'm playing in the diamond I can't really defend what he's going to do. So I'll just let him attack, and I'll try getting my own attacks in. And as you can see here, what happens, he has a counter with Bale and Hullet. I get in front of him with Kyle Walker, but I don't know what happens, and I try to tackle him, and I get a terrible angle. Looking back at it, I don't know what I was thinking, but he gets the penalty kick, and there's not really a lot to discuss there. It's a penalty kick, and he's gonna score it, and suddenly it's 2-1. It's game back on. I've had the 2-goal cushion for like 10 minutes tops, but now he actually has the chance to get straight back into the game, and there's not even been 30 minutes yet. And off the kickoff, everybody knows kickoffs are extremely dangerous in FIFA 18, so I just tried going straight for the attack, but he stops it. And this is actually so close to costing me, because I wasn't frustrated at the penalty, but I would rather not have conceded, because it was such a stupid situation to give away, and he almost scored it with Suarez here. And that's actually the last thing that's gonna happen in the first half. we have this little chance, but as you can see, this is actually finally some good defending. I switched man at the right time, and Ferdinand gets the ball, and at halftime it's very equal scoreline, and we'll just jump straight into the second half. And he has the kickoff. I have to defend it somehow. It's difficult, but I get Hullet back down to the midfield to try and stop it. And finally, we're actually successful at not giving anything away off the kickoff and trying to go on the counter, but nothing's going to happen off that. We'll cut forward a few minutes, and we'll see here Hullet gets the ball to Mateus. And look at this, he hasn't seen the run with Ronaldo. I get it through. I think he's going to come out with Neuer, and I tried to chip him, but I should have gone for the driven shot, but I was 100% sure he was going to commit with Neuer. So props to Bacha for actually picking the right decision with his goalkeeper there. It's a difficult decision to make if you're going to go or stay in on your line, but I keep it going. Look at the run from Hullet. He switches man too late, and I get the through ball. And when it's Ruud Hullet on the ball, it's GG, and you can see how much it means to me. I'm so happy at this point. I'm back in the 2-goal lead. I'm thinking I'm not gonna let this slip. I'm not gonna let this slip because I've let him almost come back into the game one time, and now I have the 2-goal cushion back. I know he's gonna come forward with basically everything he's got, so I just have to defend for maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes where I have to defend a lot, and then I can probably start slowing things down a bit. But look at this. Through ball straight to Ronaldo, and I don't know how that's a penalty, but apparently it's a penalty kick, and he gets another chance to get straight back into the game. Penalty number 2 for Bacha in the game. And I save it, but look at this from Alexandro. Does the weirdest touch in the world, and the worst clearing as well, and he scores. It's 3-2. The kickoff got him back into the game, but it was deserved to playing it cool after missing the penalty and getting the ball in. So I can't really complain. But now it's back to status quo. It's like I haven't scored that goal. Tried to go back on the kickoff, get a goal, but I throw it away again. And as you can see, it's actually this was the picture for the most of the game. It's a midfield battle, getting the ball, trying to go on the counter, and look at this. I'd actually say I defend well with Ferdinand, but I switch from him just a second too early, and that means that his Ronaldo's faster and he shoots it through the legs of my De Gea. And suddenly it's 3-3. The comeback is real. Bacha is... When I was in this situation, I'm thinking he can do the comeback, but I can't let that happen. I honestly can't let that happen, but I let it happen. And now I have to get back to square one. He puts on some new players. He's put in Nainggolan. I've put in Mbappe and Goretzka in the midfield, and he's put in Ousmane Dembele as well, as you can see in the front. And now the pressure is actually on me, I feel, because I have the kickoff now. I can actually just get straight back into the lead if I do this on well, because I've screwed up my first 3 kickoff attempts. But now we're gonna get a proper chance. Some great play. Get the ball to Perisic, who has switched on. The 5-star weak foot does wonders, and suddenly I'm back in front. Crazy back and forth game. None of us seem to be able to defend each other, and I can understand Bacha. He looks frustrated with this because he's just gotten back into the game, and I'm in front again. And as we know, he has the kickoff now, but I finally get it. And now I'm thinking, if I go for one last chance in the offense, I can close out this game. And I actually get it to Ronaldo. Great shooting feint. Look at who I find. It's Perisic again, but I miss it. I don't know how I missed that chance. I think I do all the right things, but a crazy save by his Neuer, and that's why you paid 200,000 for your goalkeeper. And I try to keep it alive, but it's not gonna happen. And at this point, we're at 15 minutes to go, and I'm actually feeling somewhat in control of the game. I see Mateus on the back post try to do the cross, but I do the wrong cross, and he has the front 3 going with him, and he gets it up to Hullet. Hullet is just so crazy for both of us this game, and here he's actually playing so intelligent in his offense. I try to tackle him, but it's not really going to happen, is it? And he gets it to Ousmane Dembele, and with the finesse shot, he bombs it in the back of the net. and 4-4 with almost 10 minutes to go, and we'll just keep on, no pauses, no anything. I don't really think we could switch on any more players at this point. We actually used all six pauses we had this game, and I tried to do the kickoff again, but can't get it to Perisic, and nothing's gonna happen of it. And here, 8 minutes to go, huge mistake by me, and look at this chance he gets with Nabele. He puts it wide. I'm thinking that has to go in. He knows as well, but he didn't do the driven shot, just tried to do a power shot into the far corner, but he misses it. And at this point, I think we're both thinking, okay, this is going to extra time. No need to rush anything, but he gives me a little too much space. I get it into Ronaldo. Mateo's first time off to Mbappe, and I go back in front. And you can see the reaction from both of us. He's thinking, I have to do the comeback again, and I'm just there. What is going on in this game? I think this is my 4th lead of the game, I think. And this time, I'm thinking, no more kickoffs and no more comebacks. This was the first time in the game where I, instead of thinking about attacking, I actually just thought about keeping the ball. And as you'll see here in the final 5 minutes, I can reveal he doesn't get the ball back. I'll keep it, although it's not the most impressive possession play I've ever done. I would not say nervous, but it's difficult to pass the ball around in the diamond, and I didn't have any more substitutions, so I can't really find any space on the wings, and he's gonna pressure me back. But this is basically the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this type of video as well, because it's a little different. It's in English, and it's basically just gameplay, but I think the gameplay is really good, and this was a fun match to play, and it's always nice to win it. But I think I'd put it out as well if I lost it, because I have a final match against August Rosenmeier Ake, which I'm thinking about bringing out as well if the feedback is okay on this one. So let me know if you want to watch the final as well, and I'll let that be the final word, and see you next time.